Hey, welcome back to Leading Edge. We're going through a lot of stuff because there's a full plate right now as we wind down 1 year at City Hall. She is Theresa Morris, member of Toledo City Council, first appointed, then elected, worked for Marcy Kaptur for over a quarter century. Some convenience stores, Theresa, are just that. I mean, hey, they're convenient. That's how they got the name. Others, though, are magnets, let's face it, for shady goings on. Council says let's license and charge them an annual fee. Really, $250 being talked about. How does that clean anything up?
Well, I can tell you that, right now we're looking at the SUP, which is special use permit,
Yeah.
which is what they normally have to use. And so if we revoke that, they're out of business, period, end of story. So, and we're taking up two of those yesterday at the zoning committee. So the problem is that, a lot of times these convenience stores, bodegas, whatever you want to call them, corner stores, they're lifelines for the community, right? If you can't
Right.
make it to a grocery store or, this is the place where you go to get, your emergency
Sure.
or convenient needs, right? Like you had said. So having this be a licensure, this will allow us to work a little bit more in trying to see how we can not put them out of business, but maybe work with them. And if they can't hack it, then we're going to have someone else come in and license, have them earn another license in some regard.
So my sense is in listening to you, this is going to happen.
Well, I think it probably will.
Okay.
Honestly, I can't look into the crystal
I'm
ball.
not asking you to speak for all 12 members, but I think you give us a nice eye into the city council, and where just about everybody these days is a Democrat. All right, this one's tough because Toledo is where I grew up. Toledo set yet another murder record this year. You well know that. Are we just out of answers, Theresa? Is there no solution? Can council do anything?
Well, I think, what we're doing is we're asking police to do a lot, right? We're kind of putting them in a categorization as teachers, right? We want them to solve everything. And the issues that we have are many pronged, and they're not something that can just be solved overnight. We're seeing increase in violence all over the country. It's not just in Toledo. But the issue is many of these are not random. Majority of them have connections between the victim and the suspect. And policing is hard work, right? I mean,
Are you convinced that the mayor's on the right track with his approach?
I think time will tell. I think, honestly, I think we need every tool in the toolbox to be able to combat this. And sometimes we have to think outside of that box to be able to solve this. Yeah. I think it's going to be all hands on deck. We're going to need help with the religious community. We need help with the schools. We need help with the convenience. I mean, everybody needs to be a part of this.
You need help with the schools. From what I'm hearing, the schools also need help. I'm hearing reports from all over that just the angst and the anger and unrest that it's pandemic, it's politics, it's whatever, doesn't just stay out there on the streets and sidewalks. It's in the hallways of our schools.
Well, Jerry, and just to kind of piggyback on that, honestly, mental health is a real issue right now.
It absolutely is.
There are so many people who are just holding on by their fingernails just to be able to just get through the week, the day, the month. It's a tough time. And so really, honestly, we need a lot more resources, in my opinion, for mental health and just there's removing the stigma, but helping people just get through it.
I agree with you. All right, we covered a lot of ground and the time is gone. Theresa Morris, it's nice to finally meet you and have you on the show. You can come back anytime. All right.
All right.
Thanks for keeping us on the leading edge.
Thanks for so much that you do, Jerry.
Thank you. So appreciate it. When I come back, redistricting goes to court in Ohio. This is Leading Edge.